Hello, everybody, and welcome back.
Let's read.
God, I hate that. Anyway, Nero.
I forgot to do it last episode.
Somewhere out there, I'm sure you're fucking pleased by that. Anyway, welcome everybody, and welcome back to. God damn it! Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Let's Read Living the Dream. I'm your host.
Let's read.
I'm your host, Duhad. This is Sound Speed and Cabral.
What up?
We are picking up where we left off with Chapter 52, Cupcakes and Griffins. Oh my! Oh, we did forget to read the title of last chapter. It was Split Personality. So here we go. Chapter 52. We're continuing with the stupid dawn break, whatever thing.
Right.
Take it away, Soundspeed.
Still not even remotely as bad as the Doctor Who guy. That was the worst arc, I think.
Okay, yeah, that was actually the worst.
Wait till you read the description, by the way.
Oh, God.
Here you go. Enjoy. Put a lot of work into this one. Warning. This chapter will have one of the first fighting scenes in a while. Don't worry, it's not going to be bloody or have any death. It's more like a Street Fighter type fight. No one dies and no bloody scenes.
Wait,
You'll
Street Fighter has blood? Okay.
You think of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Tell me if I should never do this again. Well,
Don't.
I don't mean to jump the
We're
gun
a little
here,
too late into the story to...
Remember, Break is in the fucking regular brackets.
Yeah.
Dawn is just bold. Myself, also something new. When Break talk is through Lance, it's using bold. And I will still be in first person, even as Break controls me.
Okay, so just for the sake of the audience, to explain why we're going to fuck this up really hard, we have two characters who are both using bolded text as their means of talking. But there's a difference now because sometimes it's Dawn talking normally, and sometimes it's Break talking for Lance. So we're gonna try and keep that straight, but it's probably gonna get fucked up at multiple
I'm just
points.
hoping that Lance at least has brackets before his lines, so...
I hope we'll find out. Okay.
Find out.
Yeah, he's got the
Next
little...
time, thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed that.
God damn it, we're reading the fucking goddamn chapter. Fuck you. Starting off, oh god, it actually starts with Zero and
Zoro.
Okay,
Peter.
Alright, so alright. Chapter 52. Is that really a good idea?
Zoro asked, unsure. Peter chuckled. That's his name, I guess.
Best idea ever.
You put the last item in the sack.
Oh my.
Best idea ever. Line break. Stupid doctor couldn't even fix my friggin' groin.
Yeah, the way that's formatted, it makes it sound like the Zoro and Peter bit is part of the author's note.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Wait, is it meant to be? Is that meant to be actually like is that actually meant to be a meta commentary on the author's note?
No. Well, wait.
No.
We'll find
I'm
out.
talking about putting items in the sack. That doesn't have anything
Okay,
to
you're
do
right,
with it.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mumbled to myself as I sat on a bench outside of Sugar Cube Corner. You mad, bro?
I'm mad at that fucking joke. Shut up, Break.
Come on, Lance. The doctor gave you pain medication. That was nice.
Someone's gay for the doc!
Fuck you.
You two are just like me in every way. No, they're not.
We are, you remember?
But no, they're not. We literally had this discussion last chapter. They were more consciouses than subconsciouses.
This is
Consciousnesses.
Watch y'all laughing at Lance. Wait, oh no, that's sorry.
Oh, it's Pinkie Pie.
Isn't Watka from fucking Black Panther?
Yeah, it is. Also, this is Pinkie Pie, by the way. What laughing at Lance?
Said an over hyper voice behind me. I turned and smiled.
Hey, Pinky, done fucking like setting me up to get raped by a million people now?
Yeah, thanks a lot for that.
You're welcome.
Pinkie Pie! Holy shit! That bitch be crazy!
She is just too freaking hyper.
She was bouncing up and down, a large smile plastered on her face.
Are you doing anything today?
I shook my head.
No, just plan on gun humming and relaxing. God.
You should smoke some weed with Craig. That dude knows how to live.
Don't listen to him, Lance.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do
Pinkie
drugs.
Pie's
Go
smile
install
went.
rugs.
True.
Great! Can you help me with something?
Not this time.
Having,
shrugged.
Yeah, having never learned his lesson. Sure, what do you need help with?
She reached behind her and pulled out a tray of cupcakes.
I made a whole bunch of cupcakes for a party. Can you eat one and tell me if they taste good?
Oh god, they're fucking like mushroom lace, aren't they?
Cupcakes! Fuck yes!
Lance, grab that big one in the back.
Oh
I
baby.
chuckled. Oh, baby.
Sure thing.
I reached over and picked up the biggest one. I looked it over, my mouth watering. That thing looks good.
How did Pinkie Pie... Normally, cupcakes are made in a tray that are all the same size. Why is there a bigger one?
That's a good question. What the hell?
The one glaring issue I have is this.
It's hard to make a good mold when you're using hooves without fingers.
The hooves were the mold. Anyways.
I bit into it and swallowed the chunk whole. That tastes fucking awesome.
So?
Pinkie Pie said while still bouncing. I smiled.
Tastes awesome, I fucking repeated.
This guy's just like fucking short-term memory loss.
I mean, he was murdered twice.
This is how the story is this fucking long. He just repeats everything twice. Once in narration, once in dialogue.
Right. Suddenly, a feeling of dizziness washed over me.
Oh no, he got
Began to
poisoned
feel
again.
lightheaded and tired.
It's like chapter 2 all over
Not
again.
again.
Oh my god!
I am not feeling so.
I felt something small fall on my shoulder. Dawn! Oh shit! Brake fell over on my other shoulder.
Holy fuck. Pinkie, what are you doing?
Smiled crazily.
Oh, I missed that. 99 Lance.
I blacked out while I was still standing. Hey, have you guys had enough fucking cupcakes parodies? No? Well, good news!
Welcome to
Okay,
Wondery.
am I crazy or just like okay? I know I'm getting senile, but like, didn't we have a cupcakes parody earlier in the story?
I mean, basically, where Rainbow Dash poisoned him, but that was literally for Twilight, and it was a prank to get rid of her
I feel
magic.
like
Lance
Pinkie
hated it out of
locked him
stupidity.
up and like did the whole Saw thing at one point earlier too. But whatever, fuck it.
Did we do the Saw thing earlier? I do
don't
not
know.
remember a Saw thing at all.
It's been 52 chapters. I feel like it probably happened at some point.
The biggest
glued
thing I
together.
remember was the whole thing with Cody, and then the whole thing with the Jackass parody. Those are the only two most
Okay.
violent things I recall in this
Well,
story.
no, because there's the whole. Okay, yeah, you're right. The Cody thing. I was going to say the Cody thing. I forgot that was his name. All right, continuing.
Right. 2 hours later. I awoke with a start. I tried to look around, but I noticed two things when I tried. First, it was extremely dark.
Observant.
Second, my head was being held in place
Oh,
by what
no.
felt like straps. Oh my god.
So fucking throw it up right now. Saw parody or BDSM?
No, this
Well,
is
it's cupcakes. It's cupcakes.
It's
Yeah.
cupcakes.
This is soft
It's literally
parody.
cupcakes, which
Okay.
actually this reminds me of Tickling Rainbow. So,
Yeah, because Tickling Rainbow was also a take on cupcakes, except
Right.
Tickling Rainbow was way ahead of its time and
It's true.
an avant-garde fucking masterpiece. So,
it's amazing.
I have to check that out sometime. Okay.
oh my god, that's the one where I can't remember if we read it together, but that's the one where like
Hitler.
they reveal Rainbow Dash's backstory, and it turns out like fucking 7 chapters into this story that she was a Nazi soldier in World War II.
Okay, I feel like I would have remembered that. So I don't.
It's such a fucking good reveal. Like, it comes out of fucking nowhere.
Oh goodness, I have that recording, so I gotta edit it and put it
Because
together.
they have like
Please.
if you don't mind me taking a quick aside.
Yeah,
to
sure.
explain Tickling Rainbow.
For Nazi Rainbow Dash, absolutely.
Yeah, so basically, like, Gilda and Rainbow Dash have had a falling out, and so Gilda, like, tortures Rainbow Dash in the style of cupcakes, and then Twilight finds where they're at, and, like, Gilda's forcing Rainbow Dash to relive her entire tragic past. which
Very
involves
tragic,
her,
I
like,
might add.
being an orphan that gets beaten for asking for food and shit. So it's, like, really over the
The
top.
Helvetican
ridiculous.
orphanage as well, by the way. It was based off like the Victorian orphanages or something.
Right, they had a Queen Helvetica that was like, you know, she took over after Comic Sans died. It was like fucking rough, but like they play this whole story like as straight as you possibly can do, and then like Twilight finds Gilda torturing Rainbow Dash and fucking vaporizes her, like completely just destroys her.
To ash.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, to literal ash. I mean, she just disintegrates her.
Wow.
And then she rescues Rainbow Dash, and Rainbow Dash is like, I have to tell you my story. And then, like, it just fucking turns, like, on a dime, and it's just like...
1942.
Hitler walked into the orphanage and picked up fucking Rainbow Dash, and she joined the Wehrmacht in World War II. It's like, whoa!
Rainbow Dash reveals that her backstory, in which Hitler personally took her under his wing to prove that he could turn anyone into a perfect Nazi, and then her face got burnt off and she became the Red Skull.
Yeah, well, they fucking had a whole like chapter just talking about Stalingrad as though Rainbow Dash was there. It's so fucking bizarre, dude. It's actually one of the funniest things I've ever read.
It's a great story.
That's
I
incredible.
love it.
That's
really is
incredible.
funny. And the
I'm
moral at
amazed
the end
I
of the story
found
is the
Yeah.
moral at the end of the story is don't judge a book by its cover. Which has nothing to do with anything that happens in the story.
Okay, wow. Okay, wow. That's a
Great
that's a fucking roller coaster. We got to read
Yeah, it's
that
a lot to
sometime.
take in. Anyway, let's
continuing
continue.
though.
Yeah, continue with this far worse thing.
When I tried to move the rest of my body, I noticed that every part of my body was strapped down. I was on my back against a wooden platform-like thing, my legs spread out.
Oh my.
I began to panic and hyperventilate at the same time.
And
Those
then
aren't
die.
mutually exclusive.
Dude, what the fuck is going on?
It's so dark. I can't even see my hoof in front of my face.
Because it's strapped down, dumbass.
She strapped down the consciousness.
Suddenly, a very dim light came on. It wasn't a lot of light, but enough to make out a few details. What I saw made me scream. On the wall was a banner, and written on it in what looked to be red was, "Life is a party."
Oh my god, parties, no!
Life is a party!
Also, it was written in looked to be red, just red. It
Just-
wasn't
yeah.
blood necessarily. It was probably a marker.
Bit
It's
of
probably
red
a
paint.
normally perfect thing, actually.
Yeah. So he is right now screaming his head off because he saw a banner.
I mean,
That's it. That's just all he's seen so far.
break.
I already said life is a party!
Oh my god.
Oh my god. This can't be happening.
I knew that cupcake was evil!
Yay! You're awake! We can finally begin!
Said an excited voice. I began to strain against the straps, trying to break free. Pinkie Pie walked into my view, a crazy smile on her face. Holy fucking shit! She's wearing those clothes made of skin and cutie marks! She even has the wings and the unicorn horn necklace! Get me the fuck out of here!
So he apparently did read Cupcakes before he died in the Rapture
That's good to know.
pre-season 2.
Yeah.
She
Man, how
giggled.
old is Cupcakes?
I don't know.
Oh, it's pretty fucking old.
It's-
I think they
it's-
wrote it like before the end of season 1, actually.
Well, it was after the one where Pinky goes crazy, which I think was in season 2, wasn't it?
No. So the one where Pinkie goes crazy is the very end of season 1, but I know that the story was written before that episode dropped.
Oh, fair enough. All right.
Because when it came out, people were like, "Oh shit, Cupcakes is real."
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, fair enough. Point to take that shit to your mom.
Yeah. Trying to escape is useless.
I began to freak out, big time. I began thrashing around in my restraints, doing everything I can to break free. After a few minutes of non-stop struggling, I gave up. It was pointless.
This is gonna be
I
so
know
much
that
fun.
feeling.
Lance, please let me take control over your voice for a second.
Okay, do your thing, I guess.
I felt a slight shift in my mind, and I suddenly began to speak without me wanting to. Pinkie Pie, you fucking sick bitch! Let me go now! That voice, it sounds so creepy.
I approve.
That was interesting.
I hope that scared her. I messed with your voice a little. Pinkie Pie looked shocked, but then went back to smiling.
That was weird! Anyway, I can't let you go. Your number came up.
So just like, I know this is obviously going to turn out that it actually is not a whole murder thing. It's a stupid party joke, but like, what is the fucking plan here? Like, person has you strapped to a table, is like carving, like preparing their knives to start like vivisecting you, and you're like, I know, if I make my voice sound creepy pasta, then they'll totally let me go.
It's a fucking good plan. It didn't work at all. Holy shit.
Yeah, if you scare them enough.
So it's your line.
I don't want to die.
Pinky, please don't do this.
I cried out. She rolled her eyes and picked up a knife.
I like your cutie mark. It'll make a nice addition to my dress.
She stepped forward and went to my flank where I couldn't see her.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
What is she doing? Cabral.
I'll look.
I felt something fall on my shoulder. Damn it, Dawn! Stop fainting! It can't be that bad! Oh my fuck! That's a big knife!
What? What is she doing? I can't feel anything, so clearly it must be terrible.
I'm not looking back, man. I may be hardcore, but I'm not that hardcore.
He said with his sunglasses in tow.
A sudden sharp and shearing pain erupted on the right side of my flank. Okay, so I guess this isn't actually going to be a party.
I guess.
Maybe it's a dream.
Like completely straight? What the hell is happening?
Well, you don't get hurt in a dream. This is fucking Freddy Krueger.
Well, didn't he say specifically at the beginning there would be no blood?
Yeah, so, okay, fine. Let's see where this fucking
But he
goes.
said
I feel
action,
like I'm
though,
getting
not...
taken for a ride, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. April Fools. Anyways,
Right. When she was done with that side, she moved on to the next. The same amount of pain, more screams of agony. She jumped in front of me and held up my 2 cutie marks.
aren't they cool?
Lance, you have to give me control of your body.
Consider it yours.
A fluid-like sensation took over my body as I felt Break take control. My muscles tensed up beyond their normal limit. My strength was increased.
I don't know how,
He's
but
literally
okay.
the fucking Hulk now. What the fuck?
Rage mode. My body began straining against the bonds, stretching them. The boards behind me began to bend, and the straps were starting to give. Pinkie Pie looked scared for her life.
Oh, fuck
Your
me.
eyes, they're black!
Oh, god damn it.
Break pushed my body to the limit. Suddenly, my body slumped and went weak. I could feel my body slowly returning to normal. Fuck! Well, I tried at least.
Thanks, Break. Even if you didn't get us out, you still showed determination, I guess.
Sure. Let's see.
Pinkie Pie exhaled.
Pinkie Pie exhaled and smiled.
I like those eyes. Those are coming out next.
Fuck you, Break.
Sorry. She pushed the
Oh
knife
my
closer
gosh.
to my face. A foot away, 8 inches away, half a foot away, 4 inches away, 2 inches away, 1 inch away.
And here we go. Now here's the twist.
Late
Who is
twist,
this?
hilarious.
Surprise!
Who is the surprise?
I don't-
though?
I'm-
I'm
no.
assuming
Oh,
it's
it's
Peter
Zorro- oh, Zorro and
'cause they were
Peter, okay.
Earlier in the chapter.
Surprise! We got you, Lance.
That was an ugly laugh. The fucking sound of Zara just going, surprise, I got you. It was funny.
God.
2 very familiar voices yelled out. The lights came on and revealed that the room wasn't really what it seemed. The banner was hoof painted, the guts and gore was paper? Wow,
was
it looked
paper.
real in the dark. And I guess my cutie marks that I'm now missing are just kind of,
Yeah. Well, they simulated the feeling of pain by injecting him with like a small dose of
I was
acid.
gonna say, yeah, they
joke.
simulated the pain.
Right. And in the light, I could see that Pinkie Pie's dress was just fabric and paper.
What the fuck is going on here?
I screamed out. Peter walked into view, a smirk on his face.
And that's for leaving us behind.
Zara walked into view next.
Yeah, you could have helped us a little more, you know. Those mares were crazy.
We're alive? Yay.
Look who woke up, the weenie! You missed it! I went all rage mode. Pure awesomeness.
I kill myself.
You know what I have to fucking say it.
We'll join you.
I glared at them the best I could, my head still strapped to the wooden platform.
Assholes, you cut my fucking cutie mark off.
Peter shook his hoof out in front of him.
Nope.
He picked up my cutie marks.
Those are fabric.
I became confused.
Then how did you?
Zara spoke up.
Magic. We made you feel what you wanted to feel.
That's a classic fucking meme.
You didn't even get cut. Your mind just thought it was.
He looked at Peter and Pinkie Pie.
Best prank ever.
They both nodded.
Best prank ever.
My eye twitched.
I'm going to beat the shit out of you two. Oh my god.
Pinkie, you're fine, but these assholes. Me. My eye. No. Okay.
Yeah, they laughed.
They laughed.
Yeah, but you're strapped down. Break, if you'd be so kind.
Oh, hell yeah. It would be my pleasure. I felt Break take control of my body again. Peter and Zaro sorry, that's the story catching up to me.
It's okay. You sound like right there for a second.
Oof, Morty.
Oh,
we
boy.
gotta break out of the straps, Morty. All right.
Oh,
Peter and
goodness.
Zaro looked at me in shock and horror.
Sorry, look at me. Where the fuck are we? Sorry, ambulance just went by, distracted me. Oh yeah, what the?
I felt myself smile and my body tensed up. The weakened restraints couldn't hold me back as Break pushed me past the limit. They broke and I landed on the ground.
Don't kill them.
Don't worry, Lance. I ran forward and picked both up by the neck. Zara
With his
looked at
fucking hooves.
me. Where I was.
His digitless hooves.
He's got wings.
Sure.
I don't know. I'm trying.
Zara looked at me.
Oh, sorry. Zara looked at me.
You're not Lance. Who are you?
I smiled. I am Break, Lance's badass conscience. You can thank Greg for this. Peter looked at me strangely.
What? Then that prank Greg played didn't make him into two ponies. Oh shit.
Oh, shit is right, I said in a playful voice.
Okay, bro, give me back control. They're all friends. I want to hurt them.
Oh, come on, just a little.
Listen to Lance Break.
Ah, fine. I dropped both of them. You're lucky. Lance talked me out of it. I felt Break releasing control and returning it to me. I looked at them, now back to normal, and smiled.
Sorry about that. Break is kinda, well, I can't explain it yet.
Zoro stood up first.
What the fuck, man?
I shrugged.
I'll explain everything at my house. I want everyone to hear me. Peter, can you get Drax, please? Still don't know who that is.
Was Drax the one they met on the streets during whenever-
Yeah, I
the
think
German
so.
one with the German accent?
Sure. Okay, yeah, let's go with that one.
Okay.
Sounds right to me.
Good enough.
He stood there a second before responding.
Yeah, sure.
I smiled.
Thanks. Meet me at my house.
Zaro looked worried.
Don't let him out again, okay?
I think Cody had a knock at the door.
Okay. I smirked. No promises.
Can't
Oh,
a
you,
mile from Lance.
you narrate. You narrate.
All right then. Oh goodness, new character. Have fun.
Oh God. All right. Richard. So these pathetic ponies were right. He is a prince now.
He's a princess now.
Princess now.
Princess or princes? I
I
don't.
think it's princes.
But why is I don't? Okay.
Oh wait, hold on.
Richard
He's apparently very angry though. I didn't
Yeah.
convey that. But
Oh
go on.
goodness.
Richard
Okay.
said-
Well, this will be interesting. I read ahead a little bit, but
Okay,
anyways,
well-
Richard said to himself, anger and hate filled his voice. Richard was a human, but here he is a griffin. He is also the father of Frederick. Wait,
what?
wait,
What?
hold on a second. Hold on a second.
so wait, wasn't it? Didn't he die or something like years ago?
No, Frederick's dad literally murdered Frederick.
Right.
And that's
Oh,
why
God.
Frederick was able to go to Equestria before the apocalypse happened.
Holy shit! You're right.
So I don't know. Where's Cody? He has to read this.
Oh man. Well, we'll continue. We'll catch Cody up when he gets here.
Okay. I kind of wanted just to read that out loud to see his
Yeah.
reaction. But anyways, something he's not proud of. His son was weak and pathetic. He was a disgrace to the family name and the mob. Oh, what?
Wait. Frederick was the son of the Don of the Canadian Mafia?
I know the Canadian Mafia.
The fuck is this?
Oh, yeah, son, you gotta move that there maple syrup. No, father, I won't do it, eh? Oh, no, son, you hoser. You better get over here. My golly. Back on Earth, Richard was a mob boss, taking control after the downfall of the Rizzuto clan.
The Rizzuto Canadian Mafia.
What?
He took control of downtown Montreal.
He took control of downtown Montreal with ease. He was on top of the world. Montreal's a city of like, what, 200,000 people?
When you control Montreal, you basically control the planet.
It's true. He was on top of the world, but wanted more. So, he forced his only son, Frederick, join the family business. Frederick hated it and hated him, but he didn't care as long as he got what he wanted. Nothing could bring him down. Oh, goodness. Things went bad, though. Not long after Frederick was forced into the mob, Richard had wanted to show the city who was in charge, like the whole city of Montreal. I thought the mob didn't want to be like out in the public, but okay.
Well, they're gonna fucking kill the Prime Minister of Canada.
I can see it coming up. Sir, our PR relations aren't very good here in Montreal. Oh, no, not again, eh?
God, all right, Frederick hated. Yeah.
A plan was set up to kill the political leaders of the country.
Oh, so there's the entire Canadian fucking parliament.
Frederick refused instantly, as this plan included killing many innocent people. Well, Richard became outraged when Frederick threatened to go to the police about it. Instead of actually doing it, he said, I'm gonna go to
He
the
controls
police.
all of Montreal, but, you know, if his son goes and tells the police that his daddy's been bad, then, you know, he's basically fucked.
Oh, goodness. Richard had his men beat Frederick to an inch of his life. He then gave an ultimatum. Join and embrace the family, or go against it. Frederick chose to go against it, thus forcing Richard to kill him. One bullet to the head, that's all it took. My goodness. After the rapture, however, Richard was faced with a dire choice as he prepared to choose where to go. A thought popped into his mind. If I get to choose... Oh, this is Richard.
Wait, hold on. Okay, sorry. I just want to take a break here for just a moment to. This is all a lot to take in, but I just want to. In this universe, when the rapture happens, the crime boss mob king of fucking Canada, who had his own son beaten and murdered, gets to choose if he gets to go to heaven or to a world of his choosing. God is just the most lenient motherfucker in the world.
I've set these 10 commandments, give or take a few.
They're really more like guidelines, though.
They're guidelines. Take them as you will.
Oh God. Okay.
Goodness, I really want Cody to read this,
I wanna
and
see-
experience this rather than us just tell
But
it.
I just want to keep going because I have someone here. I don't want to keep this going all night long.
No, I get you. Where?
If I get the choice where I go, then that means Frederick got a choice.
He then asked God to send him to where his son was. Why he allowed him, he does not know, but he had unfinished business to attend to.
God, I want to kill my son. All right, sure, why not?
Have fun.
Yeah,
Where's the helmet?
he's been fucking a pony. I'm kind of done with his shit. Have fun here. You want a gun?
He smirked. He knew what he wanted. God, he knew what he was going to do first to get back at Frederick. Kill his most dearest friends. Wait, he already had it. Wait, hold on a second. He already had his revenge on Frederick. He literally killed him, and then he goes to the heaven and
literally,
dies.
his motivation is he wants to take a revenge on his son,
Who he's already killed.
for not being dead after he killed him. Like, that bastard.
I want to kill him a second time.
He doesn't want to kill him a second time. He wants to, like torture his son by killing all of his friends for the crime of not dying properly the first time he had him killed.
Oh, goodness. He's been watching them for the past month. Just waiting, counting down the minutes till his plan can be put into action. He laughed, a laugh so evil it rivaled the most fearsome creatures.
I'm coming for you, boy.
He yelled as he took to the air.
Lance's house. Oh man, that's awesome.
Oh, goodness.
Whoa, shit, fucking lightning. Okay, let's
Oh, goodness.
hurry along.
Oh, man, it is
my
good
God.
timing. Greg said as he
Fucking
smoked
thing.
his joint. I laughed.
Damn right, it's awesome.
Oh my gosh. We was at my house. David, Peter, Greg, Zorro, Seth, Drax, and me. I had told everyone to come here, since I didn't want to explain this over and over again. I had told them all about Breaking Dawn. At first, they didn't believe me, except Peter and Zorro, as they saw it firsthand. But after I let Breaking Dawn take control, they believed me. I also learned something. Break told me that when he takes control of my body, he goes into what he calls rage mode. While he's in this state, he pulls all the pain and anger from my memory and uses it as fuel.
Oh, that's so edgy.
It's so edgy. It's pretty effing awesome, if you ask me. Drax furrowed an eyebrow.
Can you take over my roles and just read the story on your own for just a minute, Brawl?
Yeah,
Sorry,
I
go.
can.
I'll be right back.
And then it was me. Oh, goodness. I think this was the German one. I don't know how to do German. Just go for it. So, you're not that old from this world? He still couldn't believe
Okay, sorry.
we
go ahead.
was from another universe. David chuckled. Like we said before, no. Our world ended, so we all chose to come here. Drax still confused.
I got it again.
Okay.
I still don't understand this.
Greg began to laugh crazily.
Oh man, damn. I must be fucking high as fuck, man.
I looked over at him.
Why?
He pointed out the window.
Because, man, I can see this big ass bird about to slam into your window, man.
Big ass.
Oh, shit.
I looked at the window. My eyes widened. A griffin. A freaking griffin was flying straight at my window. Peter saw it too.
And what the fuck?
The window, along with most of the wall, was blown inward as a large black griffin landed inside my house. I became pissed at what just happened.
You fucking bitch!
I took a few steps closer to him.
You just blew up a fucking hole in my fucking house!
He looked down and smiled. He swiped his paw sideways, sending me flying into a wall. I slammed into it and slumped to the ground, dazed. Everyone jumped and glared at the griffin.
So this guy just like bursts through the house, pump kicks the owner into a wall, and everyone just stands up and goes like, "Hey dude, party foul, party foul."
Yeah.
Hey, what the hell's your problem?
He laughed again as he jumped forward with such speed no one saw him move.
God damn, he's teleporting again. Everyone's fucking teleporting when they're a villain in this.
It happens sometimes. He grabbed David by the neck and laughed. A creepy, happy laugh. That's a break.
Get up, Lance.
I began to stand.
Hey, leave my friends alone.
He turned to me and grinned. He then threw David straight at me. The force from the throw sent David and I into the wall again, this time embedding both of us into it.
And they're dead.
And they're dead. Drax charged at the griffin as it had its back to him. Drax slammed into it, sending both of them into a wall.
He is
Drax
Reinhardt.
I know. Man, these walls are structurally sound, actually, considering the building hasn't gone down yet. Drax pulled him down to face level and screamed.
You do not hurt my friends. You will have to deal with me first.
The Griffin, who hasn't even said a word, smirked and punched Drax in the gut. Drax grabbed his stomach and fell to the ground.
And
the Griffin
that was
looked
quick.
at him, amused. He then kicked him across the room. Lance, you have to do something.
Our friends are getting hurt, man. I can't even move anymore. God.
Greg's horn glowed and he pushed the Griffin against the wall.
Oh, shit, dude. You son of a whore. I'm gonna fucking mess you up for doing that.
The Griffin looked unimpressed as it raised its clawed hand and pointed it to the ceiling. The ceiling began to turn red, a bright reed. Well, a bright reed. Suddenly, there was a loud explosion as the entire top floor was blown away.
So this guy has like fucking teleportation and exploding magic.
I suppose this is internal dialogue from Lance.
Well, this
Oh
is.
no, this
yes.
is this is what's his face,
Yeah.
Don. Thank God Twilight isn't here.
Yes, we
Great.
can't let that poor like tiny woman who single-handedly saves the world on like a regular basis
It's
be
true.
here.
Greg's eye twisted. It must have been really painful.
Jesus Christ, that's a horrifying image. Oh man, my weed, my motherfucking weed, dude.
He began
Oh,
to throw
shit.
the Griffin around, up and down, side to side, trying to hurt or kill him. The Griffin yawned and broke free of Greg's magic. He pointed his talon at Greg and smiled. Greg shot backwards into the wall. There was a sickening crack as he made contact.
And Greg's dead.
I mean, does this Griffin have magic then?
Cabral,
He
how
literally sent Greg flying into the wall when
Gre-
he pointed his talon at him.
Cabral.
What?
Did you miss the point where he blew up a goddamn building by pointing at
I
it?
thought that could have been like preemptive. He set some bombs up and timed it or something.
What?
Like,
That
I
was-
gave it the benefit of the doubt. I don't know. I didn't.
Okay, fine. You should not give any credit to the story, but fine.
Yeah. So forgive me for thinking that. Anyways, where are we? Oh, we're at Lance.
Lance, yeah. Lance, don't focus on the fight. Focus on me and Dawn. Try and give us both control of your body.
Break. You don't mean we're going to?
Pull some fucking anime bullshit? Yes.
Yes, we are.
It's the only way Lance can fight this thing. What are you talking about? If you can give us both control of your body at the same time, we can give you an additive boost.
We can give you an addictive boost, a drug.
We're gonna fucking like shoot you up with heroin. Okay, I'll try.
Give you some speed.
Yeah, it's an addictive boost. What the fuck? Oh god. Okay.
I began to focus on them, putting all my thoughts on them.
Oh
Sorry
god, hold
about
on.
that,
All right,
friends.
sound
Sorry.
speed.
No,
sorry.
you missed the most.
Quick introduction to what's been going on here. Frederick's father, the head of the Canadian mob, who was planning on killing all of Canada's government in order to make himself the leader of the criminal world, and then had his son Frederick murdered, died in the rapture, and God, apparently the chillest fucking dude ever, was like, oh yeah, hey dude, hey criminal boss who had his son murdered and killed a bunch of people, where do you want to go? And his dad said, I want to kill my son. God's like, all right, cool.
What did the dude again?
You missed so much.
Yeah, okay,
Why?
yeah.
What the
I'm going to
hell?
turn you into a griffin. I'm going to give you magic exploding powers, psionic abilities, super strength. Anything else? He's like, yeah, I want you to send me someplace where I can spy on my son's friends so I can kill them all first. God's like, sweet, cool.
You have missed so much. Like literally right.
So now Frederick's dad, the crime boss of Canada, is busy murdering all the all of the OCs.
All the friends of Frederick to make revenge on Frederick. For some reason, he wasn't satisfied with killing his
Didn't do
son.
shit.
He's like, I'm gonna kill him again because I need revenge for no reason.
So now, because he's busy killing everyone, also apparently Greg is the strongest character in the story because he's the only one who stood up to him for any length of time before getting actually fucking murdered.
So he's actually killing people. They're dead.
They're not dead yet.
It's implied he threw Greg into a tree hard enough that apparently there was a sickening crack, which Christ knows if that means anything in this story.
Probably his bong broke.
But,
Oh, my balls!
Yeah. But yeah, point is, yeah. So now Gyricon is having his fucking razor graze 3B school society consciousnesses take over his body to give him a addictive power boost. In order for him
Also,
to fight.
I feel I should describe this real quick, Cody. That he is a griffin, pure black with blood red highlights. His talons were sharp enough to cut through wood easily.
Toon Critic's here to fuck some kids.
Oh, no.
Hello,
Right.
Mira.
The previous line.
No!
Sorry. That was,
Naughty!
Oh,
No.
goodness.
sorry. Keep going.
The last line we were on was, see if you can find, you have to scroll down a little bit. I began to focus on them, putting all my thoughts on them. And there's a period after
Yep,
that.
found it.
Okay.
Peter's body flew past, distracting me. Fuck! Focus, Lance! I forced myself to focus, even though I could hear the fight getting rougher. Suddenly, I felt my mind come together in perfect balance. Morty.
Perfect balance.
Apologies. I slipped away from myself. I was no longer in control of my body. My body was emitting a strange red glow.
We're currently admitting strange red glows, peace, harmony, and well-being.
The American way.
Strange blue
Right.
glows and self-acceptance. We're going to have to wait for a little bit longer.
Right. It's baby steps. It doesn't all come at once.
Yeah.
And my mane and tail was smoking, and had lighting going through them. My hooves were red hot, with smoke coming off them. This was awesome. Yes, we did it!
We actually did it.
I began to move forward, slowly pushing David out of the small hole in the wall. Once out, I turned to the griffin, now holding Seth's unconscious body. The anger and hatred grew inside of me. I stood up on my hind legs and screamed out.
Oh, no.
Breaking Dawn!
Was a poor book. Cool name.
Thanks. We talked about it for a while. Now time to get serious.
I shot forward, faster than I though possible, and slammed into the griffin. The Peter Griffin.
Yeah, like literal capitalized Griffin. So yeah, he just slammed into Peter Griffin.
No, that's not even spelled like correctly. It's like spelled like Peter Griffin.
Griffin. Yeah.
When I made contact, I began slamming my hooves into him, beating every inch of flesh I could, leaving hoof-sized burns all over him. I jumped up and reared up. I felt electricity going into my hooves. I smiled and brought them down hard.
How the
The griffin began to shake and jump while the electricity shot through his body.
Static shock.
Shinderu.
Nani! I stepped back and smiled smugly.
Let my friends,
Friends,
will
will
you? You'll see what happens when you mess with us.
The griffin began to laugh. Low at first, but it raised to a full-on laugh as he sat up.
You know those full-on laughs for the low laugh.
I stepped back in horror.
That's impossible. You shouldn't be able to move.
Is this literally Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
This isn't even my final form.
The griffin stopped laughing and looked at me.
My turn, old chap.
He shot forward, quickly grabbing me by the neck.
You should have stayed in your hole.
He slammed me into the ground. Hard.
Oh my.
I coughed as the air was knocked out of me. As I struggled to breath, he slammed his head into mine.
How can he still be able to fight?
We're in Breaking Dawn form. He shouldn't be able to move after all that.
You need to enter Breaking Dawn 2. Super Breaking Dawn.
Enter Broken Dawn. The griffin grabbed me by my mane, the electricity from it shooting into his hand, but he didn't seem to care as he threw me into the air. I was too dazed to spread my wings or to even think straight. Something grabbed me, turned my body till my head was facing downwards. Something latched onto me, and I felt myself begin to fall. I slammed into the ground, head first.
That fucker just used a pile driver on us.
I felt my body begin to change back to normal.
He's literally
no.
Super Saiyan right now. What the fuck?
Lance's body is too weak.
Oh no.
Lance, you have to do something.
I shakily tried to stand to my feet. The griffin laughed again.
Oh, you're persistent, monkey. Fucker, I mean, aren't you? No matter, you'll be dead in a second.
He raised his talon up to point at me. This is it. I'm screwed.
Move, Lance!
I can't barely hold myself up.
Suddenly, something slammed into me, knocking me out of the way. Seconds later, the wall behind where I was standing blew outward in a spray of wood and stone. Peter shakily stood up and stood over me.
Why didn't you dodge? I mean, you will not hurt him anymore.
Why didn't you?
We'll see.
The griffin said with no emotion. He kicked Peter off of me, sending him into the wall, where he slumped down next to Greg.
There is no fucking wall left.
How many walls do I have? Let's count them all.
He looked back down at me.
So much trouble, and you're not even my main target.
A sudden bright flash caught his attention.
You!
Said in an extremely angry voice.
Oh no, that's
that's
Frederick.
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 Wait, you there.
Wait.
You.
The griffin smiled.
Oh, Frederick, it's so good to see you.
Son!
Wait, he didn't say. Oh, yeah,
Is Frederick's father? The one that killed him?
Liquid.
Oh,
That was really funny.
Snake. You've hurt my friends, eh? Your fate is with me, not them.
Frederick screamed in his loudest and maddest voice he could. I could swear my eardrums were bleeding from the force of his voice.
Frederick. That's no way to talk to your dear old dad.
Frederick's dad said smugly.
You are no longer my father! You are my enemy!
That's like the opposite of like the Inigo Montoya line.
Yes.
You are no longer my father. Prepare to die.
Frederick
Nice,
said,
nice.
preparing to charge. His dad stepped over me.
Bring it on, son. Let's see if you've grown a pair.
You think the kick-ass to your mom has some daddy issues? It seems
Maybe.
like fathers are not generally portrayed very well.
There's a bunch
in
of
the story.
dead and evil fathers, a bunch of moms getting fucked. I mean, you could say there's some sort of edible complex thing going on.
Oh man, this
this
whole
definitely-
story is
I mean,
actually a
this is-
psychological.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is
Help.
very Freudian like shit that we're dealing with right now.
We've gone to the next layer.
Through
Through the haze of my vision, I could see the weakest part on him. I smirked. Oh, please tell me you're talking about his cock.
Okay, I'm sure it is.
He's a bird. He
Break.
doesn't have one.
Quickly, help me muster up some straight.
It's gonna be hard, but we'll do our best. Oh fuck! This is what I say when I gotta go to like family meetings and shit. Like, oh fuck, it's Thanksgiving. Gotta muster up some straight.
Oh goodness.
Mitho, take from me my game.
Hold my gay.
Oh.
You got it. One rage-filled punch coming up.
As I felt the strength in my right hoof grow, I smirked.
Yo, ugly, feel the pain.
I then slammed my hoof into the weakest part of a man.
It is a dick.
His,
it is a
his-
dick
his-
joke. It was literally just all a dick joke.
His genital slit.
He mustered up the straight to do that.
I popped him right in the cloaca. Anyway, he yelped in pain and kicked me out from under him.
I'll deal with you later. No, you'll only deal with me, yeah?
I'm gonna die, not him.
But he said, "I'll deal with you later, too, Lance." And then Frederick's like, "No, you'll deal with me. That's what I'm doing."
Right.
That was exactly what I was planning on doing. Oh, whatever. I couldn't see straight.
Right. Frederick screamed as he slammed into his father. I couldn't see straight, but I could see them exchanging blows, each hitting each other after the other.
We kept on teleporting and then like punching each other and then teleporting again and punching each other.
Suddenly, without warning, Frederick's dad grabbed Frederick's horn and laughed.
Weak!
He then broke it off, causing Frederick to scream in agony. Frederick stumbled back as his father advanced on him.
Just like the last time, old pal.
With his horn?
I guess.
Because I don't want to know how that translates across to the real world.
I guess it also gets gone from son to old pal. Like, they're getting chummy, but less, familial.
His dad slashed a large gash across his chest.
Wait, his own chest or his son's chest? Because that was ambiguous.
Yeah.
Suicide.
Frederick's eyes widened and he looked down in shock.
I'll be seeing you in hell, son. I mean,
That's kind of what this is, actually.
Yeah, this is literally hell.
I'm seeing you in hell, son.
I suppose.
His father said as he slashed at Frederick, dealing the death blow.
Okay, so Frederick's actually dead now. Fuck.
Yes, Frederick slumped against the wall lifeless.
He got killed by his father a second time!
All bets are off that he comes back to life in 10 minutes.
Oh, probably. But, possibly Greg's dead, Frederick's dead. They're making their way through the cast, maybe.
I felt my heart break at the sight of my best friend being killed. Dude, you can't just do David that way. Come on.
Jesus.
Oh.
Rude.
That was rude, poor David.
Right in front of me.
No! This can't be. Not Frederick.
Brake and Dawn both fell down, crying on my shoulders.
Oh no, these two characters that were just introduced are sad about this.
Tears began to fall off my face. His father turned to me and smiled.
Well, now, that's out of the way. It's your turn.
My lip trembled and my voice was cracked.
Oh, you bastard! You're not my dad.
You're not my real dad. He smiled and advanced on me. When he was within a few feet of me, the entire house began to shake.
Surprise!
Wait.
Oh, just kidding.
All of Equestria began to shake. The darkest and brightest light flashed behind Frederick's dad. Please give him a name. I quit calling him Frederick's dad. I looked past him and gasped. Frederick was standing straight up. Your boy called it. Furious rage-filled eyes glaring at his dad. Something was different. Frederick was no longer brown, but a light black. We call that gray. His eyes were no longer normal. They was the eyes of a demon, and a deep red.
He's unlocked the devil gene. He's literally Majima.
Fuck me.
Gosh.
His mane and tail was both metallic and sharp. His horn had grown back. Oh, thank God for that. The clothes he wore was also the same color as his coat. I could see a strange pulsing light emitting off of him. It looked evil. His dad turned to face him.
Frederick!
Holy shit! Frederick looks ready to kill!
He looks like he's possessed.
Frederick began to yell at the top of his lungs in a voice that sounded so possessed and enraged, I flinched at every word.
How Canadian can you get?
My anger fuels my motives, yeah? My hate is focused on a single being. Sorry.
You gotta play I Am My Own Master now behind this.
God, no.
Oh my gosh.
My resolve is absolute, yeah? My goal is clear. Okay.
Yo Hoosier.
To protect, yo hosers, to avenge some jerks. I am the son of darkness himself. That being you, Dad. I am the blade of justice, apparently. I am Dark Steel Edge. Oh, fuck you. No, really. I am Dark Steel Edge.
Oh my.
Oh my.
The shield and the blade of Equestria.
Okay, dude. Chill.
I am Dark Steel Edge.
Dark Steel Edge? It's like he's possessed by something, like Luna was. But he seemed focused. His dad eyed him up and down.
Just fucking tears off his shirt, tosses it aside. Dark Steel Edge, really now? You was always a... Shut your worthless fool. So, wait, hold on. Shut your worthless fool. So, shut up your stupid child. Is what he just
shut up, you
shouted.
stupid child. Frederick, or Dark Steel Edge, ran towards his father, the fires of rage in his eyes. How was it? Don't worry. No one is going to die.
You don't say that!
Make sure you get all the tension out of it real fast.
Or you might be worried that someone might die, like maybe the villain, but don't worry. Everyone is going to come out of this just fine.
He said still need a tempo for the song. That means there's a song coming up next about this edgy, dark steel edge.
Ooh, no more singing. I'm done. No, I have a guess. I'm not reading another chapter.
Okay,
Fuck this.
well, you can do that. I want to
I hope
take
you
Troy
like
back
it.
and have
Hold on,
him read-
there's the author's note. There's the author's note.
Yeah.
So how was it? Don't worry, no one is going to die. Hurt, but no death. Hope you like it. Still need a tempo for the song. Remember to R&R.
Okay, well, that's great. That's great. Okay, and okay, sorry. I know I said I was going to end it. I'm going to fucking end it. I'm not doing the next chapter. But I just want to point out the fact, the last author's note said, don't worry, no one's going to die. Name of the next chapter, Father and Son Fight to the Death.
Okay.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Oh my god, crossover of consciences.
Yeah,
is
we're coming up on
out.
if the fucking like 3 Me School Society like dick sucking wasn't enough, they're going to literally have a crossover. It's like right after this stupid fight. So yeah. Okay,
Dude,
you know
how
what?
are
Fuck
we
it.
not fucking done with this yet?
I don't know. Fuck me. Fuck all this. We'll see you guys next time. Enjoyed this episode. We'll thank you all for joining us. Fucking whatever. But bye.
Bye.